Hey there, horror listeners. It has been a long time. In all honesty, I have been avoiding doing this. The past year has been challenging in a lot of ways that are not the purpose of this video. However, part of it is I want to read from a recent short I wrote and had published on the 96th of October, and that short is grounded in, inspired by my hair loss. I lost all of my hair to alopecia last year, and this new regrowth is recent and the result of a lot of chemistry, science, and therapy. So, to give the context for the story, the beginning of the story is definitely grounded in my experience. And then, as I always do with horror, I kind of just take it to a really dark place and do my processing that way. So the entire story is published and available for free on 96thofoctober.com. I'll read the first couple journal entries in the story and then drop the link below if you want to check it out. Hairs. Journal entry number 1. There is more hair in the sink. There is always more hair in the sink, and in the shower, and in the drain, and in my hands, and everywhere. Tumbleweeds of hair across the tile, webs of hair embedded in the carpet. And I feel like I lose a piece of myself in every strand. I'm not sure when it started. The doctor asked if I had had any severe stress in the past 6 months. I said no, of course, clamping that secret behind my lips. He didn't need to know, but I think he knew I was lying. He tilted his head at me as if he could see through me. I felt so exposed with all my missing hair, like his gaze was sliding cold fingers along my scalp. I just wilted under his attention like I always do. I don't want anyone to look at me lately, much less a medical examination mapping all I've lost. Questions that made it sound like it was my fault, but I pinned the meek smile on my cheeks to try to be convincing. I could not get out of there fast enough. He didn't have any answers for me anyway. Perhaps it's the secret itself, festering deep inside me, writhing under the skin, like maggots wriggling on my decayed, unspoken words. When I stare at myself in the bathroom, there is enough hair in the sink to fur one of the naked cats, to make an army of hair dolls, but I don't think I look guilty. Sickly maybe, but not guilty. As bald as I'm becoming, as pointless as it is to try to keep the remaining hair when I just tie it up or put it under a hat, I cannot bear to part with it. It feels too much like acceptance. It feels too much like losing. Journal entry number 2. My sister says I should just shave my head, as if she would, as if she has any idea how it is to have yourself fall apart in your hands. She showed up after the hair loss had gotten real bad, right in time to do what she does best, make me feel awful. She wasn't supposed to be here. How could she be here? Just shave it, Maisie, Olivia said, popping a chip into her mouth. It's just hair, and you're already always wearing a hat. You could get a bunch of wigs and have a different hairstyle every day. She didn't glance from her phone as she spoke, the glow making her face out of shadows. I grimaced against her words, swallowing the anger that crawled up the back of my throat. What's been up with you? She flicked her eyes from the screen at me. I'm going bald. The irritation burned hotter in the pit of my stomach. Obviously, she crunched on another chip, speaking as it smashed between her teeth. But even before that, what happened to you? It's probably what has your hair falling out. I froze. My eyes went wide, but she didn't notice. Transfixed by the scroll of her feed, I shot up from the cushion and stumbled toward the bathroom. I'm just saying shave it, Olivia said after me. It'll be liberating. And then under her breath, it looks fucking terrible right now. Pacing over the tile, I reached up to put my hands in what was left of my hair, tug at it in frustration. But I couldn't. It would just pull out more, so I tossed my hands back down in defeat. What happened to me? Of course Olivia doesn't know. She doesn't know anything that happens outside her phone, in the world around her. Maybe I was just old enough to miss being a phone zombie. Maybe I want to keep hiding from everyone, especially the million eyes online. I yanked the rubber band free, hairs tumbling all around, sticking and crawling down my neck. I wanted to rip it all out. What happened to me? I'm not even sure I know. So there's an additional several journal entries and lots more trauma in the actual story. So if you want to check it out, hit 96thofoctober.com. No promises on more videos. This is stressful as it is, just because I don't want to, but I'm going to try to get back to normal and we'll see. Thanks for listening.